Hey my friend, what's going on? What's happening? How are ya? Hope you're doing awesome. Hope you've had a great weekend, Sunday night when I'm recording this. Hope you're ready for an awesome week. I'm Steve Devon, coming to you from beautiful, actually warm in the middle of the winter, North Carolina. It's been in the 60s. So for early January, that's not bad. So the weather has been really pretty good. A little bit of rain here and there, but 2020 started off pretty good. So I bet that you are looking forward to an awesome year. I hope you are. I had the pleasure on New Year's Day, I actually watched a, I don't know if you would call it a seminar or a webinar or something. Anyway, this fella named Brendon Burchard, who is really an inspiring fella, I have discovered. I listen to his podcast a couple times a week. That's kind of what I do a lot of times in the car. I've got like about a 45-minute commute. And so, anyway, his name's Brendon Burchard, and he does, apparently he's been doing this every year for like 11 years. On New Year's Day, he does this live stream where he talks about, getting inspired for the year. So I happened to catch it this New Year's Day, and it was awesome. It lasted like 2 hours. I learned a couple things, thought I would share them with you. So I hope they are helpful. So there's these three things which I think what you probably know them, but you might not always think about them. So these are three things to keep in mind to have a great 2020, in my opinion. Here's the first one is, drum roll please, ambition. Can you read that? Hey, that's pretty good. Well, yeah, my writing isn't great. And since in the camera, I have to get used to kind of moving things. So the first is ambition. And I'll just to confess, I'm terrible at this one. This is one thing that I definitely have to work on this year. I actually, when I was younger, wrongly equated ambition with arrogance. So, and those two things are not the same. And I wrongly thought that you couldn't be humble and ambitious at the same time. But you can. So I would just encourage you to dream big and not be ashamed of it. Not apologize for it, be proud of it. So the first one is ambition. Number two, I had a brain lock for a second, is, my hand's not very good. Number two is action. Now, so the deal is, no matter, you can have dreams, you can be ambitious as you want, but if you're not willing to take action to reach your dreams and to reach your goals and to accomplish what you want to accomplish, you're not going to get anywhere. Brendon suggested, he actually said to come up with 5 goals that you want to reach this year. But you may have more, you may have less, but what he suggested is that write them down and every day at least do something to go towards them. And then so you'll know you're making progress. So take action. That's number 2. Number 3, and he pointed this out, if you get the A thing going on, you might be able to guess it. Number 3 is attitude. So we got ambition, action, and attitude. And attitude, and he pointed out the phrase that you've probably heard, it's that your attitude that determines your altitude. And actually, the way I've heard it is, and I believe I actually heard it from the Reverend Jesse Jackson first. I'm sure other people may have said it, But he said, I think it's your attitude, not your aptitude, that determines your altitude. So those are the 3 things that he pointed out. Keep these 3 in mind: ambition, action, and attitude. Those 3 things, I promise, will help you get where you want to get this year if you keep them in mind. And like I said, Brendon Burchard's New Year's thing lasted 2 hours. And one of the things, in addition to these 3 things, one of the other things that he did that I thought was really awesome was he had 6 big ideas to make this an awesome decade. So if you'll just reach out to me, I will be glad to share those with you. I thought they were very insightful as well. And I will be glad to share those with you and kind of give you my take on them as well. So hope that was helpful. I hope that will help you continue to have a great 2020. And I appreciate you watching, and I'll catch you next time. Thanks.